Hi. If you've enjoyed listening to Middle Ground Books After Hours and you think, what do these freakazoids look like? You could look on our Facebook page.
Or our website.
Or our YouTube channel.
Or our MySpace page. Oh, we have the TikToks.
We do.
Or Tumblr.
We don't have Tumblr.
Okay, but the ones they said we can do. And so you can just get on the internet. Or if you just search Middle Ground Books.
They'll find us.
Yep. We turn up
like
at the top.
It happens.
Yeah.
Like we're in happening place.
You can visit us in person at 606 Commercial, Emporia, Kansas.
Or there are so many ways. And we're going to try to post some pictures of our cats.
They are not bookstore cats, unfortunately.
And other fun things. So you can check out the socials, check out the other things, and hopefully the MySpace page is coming.
I'll get to work on that.
Hey, and welcome to Middle Ground Books After Hours.
My name is Megan.
My name's Debra.
And I'm Lance. Thank you for joining us this evening. We are all so tired. It's like after 10 o'clock in the PM.
That makes us sound so old. We're so tired. It's after 10.
I have no shame in admitting that I am tired right now, okay?
You know, we love to party as long as by
tired.
party you mean nap.
Yeah.
Right?
By party, I mean, yeah, put on my pajamas and go to bed.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
It's a pajama
actually
party.
any tireder right now than I have been all day.
Well, that's true. Same. I mean, I feel like I wake up tired, but, you know.
Tired is a way of life.
Mm-hmm. That's just how I exist now.
You make a good point.
So, for those of you who are really accustomed to a tightly organized informational podcast...
This is not your
tuned
podcast.
Into the wrong show, folks.
Get out now.
Run away.
But for those of you who kind of have been along for some of this, you know, it gets pretty random. And this one, like we moved a bunch of stuff around in the house. And so the computer that we normally use for like kind of doing a little bit of an outline and kind of figuring out, okay, what things do we need to talk about at the store? It's making bad screens and blue screens.
No.
And
It's
yeah.
Is your computer dying?
It's saying error. Restart? Oh,
And
no.
we've restarted it several times, and it's still like, no. So,
Okay, but to be fair, how long have we had that computer?
It's been making crazy sounds for a while.
It does make lots of sound effects.
Yeah.
Kind of entertaining.
not the usual computer, like not the modem, like not the 80s sound effects. But
No, like the sound that says, I'm dying. Help me. Help me.
It's been doing that for quite a while, too, so.
Like 4 or
Its time
5
has
years.
come, apparently.
Yeah.
So thematically, we don't really have a theme. We're just going to talk about some books.
Some books we read or listened to.
And some of them are mysteries, some of them are not mysteries.
I finished a sci-fi this week,
We've been doing a lot of sci-fi.
I've been on a
lately.
mystery kick lately.
which is strange because you don't usually
I
do those.
know. I
That's a
did
me
2
thing.
mysteries back to back, but
Good for
I enjoyed
you.
them.
Then you can recommend them to folks.
Yeah.
Unless you didn't like them. Then
No, I think they were both enjoyable. One was a YA and one was not. And yeah, I liked them both.
But I feel like even books that I don't enjoy, I talk to other people about them and they're like, that sounds interesting. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you go for it.
Yeah. It's like, this wasn't really for me,
So
but
have
it might
you
be for
been-
you.
Have you
Exactly.
been doing disc recommendations? Like,
I kind of
this was
have.
a terrible book. Maybe you'd like it.
And people still buy them and I'm like, okay, weird. Because
I don't do it that way. I frame it more like, I don't usually read this, so it wasn't my favorite, but it had these parts about it that I liked. So if you like, I like to do if you liked this, you'll like this.
So one of my favorites is we took in a bunch of books from a friend who, like, he was moving, and so we bought a bunch of his books. And one of them was this computer security manual
Oh, yeah.
from like 1984 or
my
something.
gosh.
And it had
It
like
wasn't
wire.
from that
No, it
old.
really was. Like it was pre, like it was still DOS and Apple. there was
the
like
C
nothing.
prompt screen thing.
C prompt screen. I don't think there was even
Wow.
windows in it, and it had like wiring diagrams. It was the time when I think probably computer security was honestly like a padlock. Like you just didn't want
Yes.
and somebody saw it and they're like, oh, I have to have this. Because I was kind of making a joke about it. And I like, look at this. And
That just
not
goes to
think-
show.
See, and that's what I'm saying.
I would have been like, no, absolutely not. We're not buying this book.
The books that I kind of diss, the customer's like, oh yeah, I want that. And then when I like highly recommend, like, oh, this one was really good, and they're like, and put it back. I'm like, okay, why do I even try?
And you kind of find your readers, because like there's some people who like, I think I had a customer, even this might have been like early on when we first opened, and we had on our website like our picks, like our list, which we still have those, but
We have to.
Are they still the same?
We need to update them.
I've been adding them a little bit, but it's been a while since I've added them. I had been adding onto them.
We have not read a book in 2 years.
I've been adding
not
to
true. I've read so many books this year.
So I haven't in a while though, so I do need to probably update. You're right.
You haven't
But
read a book in a while?
No, I haven't updated our pick list on our website. But anyway, I had someone tell me like, just based on the list that you have, I think we have similar taste in books. So they tend to, when I recommend something, they'll be like, oh yeah. So like,
And
because you
I do
you vibe on the same level.
I do have some people who are like that, but then some people, it's like, honestly, what I poo-poo, that's what they want. And what I like, they're like, huh. And I'm like, okay.
Is it always the same people or just
No.
different people? Okay.
No.
But before we go on any further, first of all, thanks so much for all of you who have liked and subscribed. We just had, just a little bit ago, 100 subscribers, and now we are getting, maybe we've even past 200 now. So thank
Getting
you
close to it anyway, yeah.
for everyone who has subscribed, and we would love it if you would comment and give us a little direction, maybe.
Tell us what to talk about next.
Tell us
Because we
what-
clearly don't know.
Well, tell us what authors you like or a book that you would like us to read and review. We'd be happy.
Or more bookstore info, or, for the love of God, don't talk about, whatever it is that we have been talking about. And so also going on in the store this month, of course, all the book clubs are still happening.
Yep.
We just talked about that last podcast. So if you want to know, you can look on our socials. What are the socials, Megan?
At Middle Ground Books.
On
Facebook,
And?
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and MySpace.
And
Which has nothing on it. If you look at our MySpace, you will not find any information.
and if anybody knows how to interface with MySpace,
Give us some pointers.
or yeah,
No one's looking at it.
Someone is.
the big MySpace group
No,
and Tumblr.
we don't have a Tumblr.
Oh, sorry. And otherwise, what are the other big events coming up in June, Debbie?
Well, we have our family story time every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. We would love to have you join us for that. And a huge thing that's happening in June is that it is the 2-year anniversary of the opening of our store.
Yay!
So
Party
on
noises.
Father's Day, we will be celebrating our 2nd anniversary, and we would love to have you come in and join us because we'll have games and activities and promotions and special treats that I was working on ordering today.
I'm
So
so excited.
please come in.
And what about merch?
I mean, we always have our branded merch. We have really cool t-shirts and we have really cool mugs and we have really cool tote bags. So, there was an email today that our hats are ready and I didn't have time to go and pick them up.
Hats?
Our hats are ready. Our backwards researching hats are ready. Yay!
So it's a green hat that has the middle
Our
ground.
round middle ground logo on the front. And if you flip it around, it says research mode.
That's so
So
cool.
those of you that have been with us from the beginning,
You know what we're
Know
talking
what we're
about.
talking about.
You know what we're talking about. And so we are
and
going to
if you
have
don't,
those.
we'll come in and we'll chat about it.
We have those hats in store, so come on in.
So that is super cool.
Yay. I think it
Also,
would make a perfect Father's Day gift.
it would.
Yeah.
And we may even. So I've been reading a book called Dad Brain, and I have to actually look, see who that's by, because I completely
It's
don't.
been a little bit disturbing, the info you've shared with me from that book.
I haven't heard any of this, so
Dad Brain by
disturb me.
It's disturbing. Well, you're safe because you don't have any children.
I'm not a dad.
Or a mom.
Darby Saxby, PhD. She's a brain researcher, neurologist, studying the physiology and like all that stuff. And fathers' brains really haven't gotten that much research, and so it's been a kind of a fascinating read, and also kind of touching at points. And it's really interesting, kind of the direction she's taken on it. So I may talk about that next week.
Well, I overheard one portion that you were listening to where the author was actually talking about her own birth and the trauma that her mom and dad both went through. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is awful.
Yes.
Like, I mean, birth is always an experience. But, like, her birth was...
Kind of over the top.
Oh my goodness. Like the OBGYN nearly, like, if her parents had wanted to, they probably could have pressed charges against him.
Yeah.
From the way it sounded. Like,
Yikes.
So
Malpractice,
tune in next
for sure.
week if you want to learn about the Dad Brain and the terrible story that the author has to tell. But so Megan, what have you been reading?
I've actually been reading some mysteries lately.
Are they fantasy mysteries?
yeah, she read our mystery book club pick.
Well, I had to because
Why did you have
I'm
to?
a fan of V.E. Schwab.
The Schwab?
Right.
Schwab.
And that is part of why we selected that for our mystery book club selection this month, is because it was kind of a crossover, really.
Yeah. Well, so who is the other author with that one?
The name has escaped me. I will look at it while you talk.
I listened to The Ending Writes Itself by Evelyn Clark, which is a pen name for two authors that collaborated on this book. One of the authors is V.E. Schwab, and the other is...
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying.
So anyway, V.E. Schwab is one of my favorites, and usually she writes a lot of fantasy kind of books, and I've read a number of hers, and I've really enjoyed them. So I heard that she was one of the authors on this one. I'm like,
Cat Clark.
Cat Clark. Okay.
And Cat Clark is not a pen name.
No, Cat is E. Schwab's partner, that the two of them work together, and their pen name is Evelyn.
Yeah,
Clark.
but Cat Clark totally sounds like a pen name.
It does.
It sounds like
But-
a romance pen name. Or perhaps a dancer.
Well, I'm trying to see what books Cat Clark has.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could tell you more about V.E. Schwab, but not Cat Clark.
Oh, looks like some kind of horror type stuff.
That makes sense with that. this
Maybe
book.
a little bit of romance. But she did talk about romance authors.
Yeah, I mean,
That
it was
part
a
of the
book.
plot.
A book about. It had a lot about the book industry and about writers and publishers and editors and
Okay.
things like that.
So this says, Cat Clark, author of Entangled, has written nonfiction books about exciting things like cowboys, sharks, and pirates, and now writes YA novels.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, and V.E. Schwab has also written some YA, like middle grade books as well. But they're usually like supernatural or spoopy or fantasy. But anyway, I really enjoyed this. I don't often read mysteries.
Cat Clark is the best-selling, award-winning author of 6 YA novels. She was born in Zambia and brought up in Edinburgh in Yorkshire. Cool. Huh. I might have to check out some of her books because I did enjoy The Ending Writes Itself.
I don't usually, I occasionally dabble in other genres. It's not just fantasy for me, but it's heavily fantasy.
Sometimes you read Fantor.
Fantasy horror? Is that what you're trying to say?
Or Horntasy. Like the last one, like two episodes ago, you read a Horntasy book.
A horror
A
fantasy.
horror fantasy?
Yeah, Horntasy.
I don't like how that sounds. I don't like it. Anyway.
And you read Romantasy and Horntasy, and so.
But this didn't have any fantasy. It didn't have any fantasy at all.
Nothing fantasy, no.
Nope. And
But it
neither did the other one that I read that it was a YA mystery novel.
But before we leave The Ending Writes Itself, please, let's just point out that it talks about books and different genres of books and the book industry. So as a bookseller, I found that pretty interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
And so the main character's name is.
It's a
aren't
full
really-
cast
yeah.
of characters, honestly.
So there's not a main character.
Not really, no.
No.
So there's no detective.
No.
So there's no
Like
Hercule
nobody
Poirot.
solves the crime. Like, we can't say any more than that, or it's going to give away too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there
be
pets?
There is
Yeah.
a dog. Yes. Good question.
Is it a cute dog?
Okay, I was gonna. We haven't done our shtick for a while. If this book were a food, what would it be?
I'm still not. I got lots of questions.
Okay, ask us. We're listening. We both have read
so
it. So
all we
ask
know
us.
is it's about the publishing industry. Somebody dies.
Okay, so
something
the
gets
main
stolen.
plot-
There's a Maltese Falcon.
Can I
There's a
answer your
high-speed car
questions?
chase.
So, let me start, please. So, there's a fictitious author who is a very famous author of several different series of mystery books, and there's a highly anticipated final volume to his book series, and he's saying that's going to be the last book that he ever writes, and everyone is looking forward to it, and then he dies. And his agent and his publisher try to keep it secret, and they bring in 5 authors to his private island and to his castle, and they're going to keep them there for, think they give them 72 hours. They give them all a copy of how much he has written so far, and it's a competition. And
So this is the Labyrinth House murders.
not quite, but sort of. Anyway, they all have 72 hours to write their conclusion, and then the editor is going to choose which one is the best.
Please tell me somebody wrote a pop-up book.
And they're going to
No.
get, is it 1 million or 2 million?
I think
can't
it's 2.
remember. 2
I think it's
million
2.
to ghostwrite the end of his book, and then they're also going to get a contract to publish a book of their own. So that's their motivation to do this.
Or
And
to
these
kill one
authors-
another.
And
these-
the authors are different. They're all mid-list authors that have had some books published, but they've never really like broken out and had success. And so they're all like desperate and wanting to get that lucky break. And so that's why they were all chosen. And they write different genres. One is a YA author, one is a science fiction author, one is a horror author, one is a romance author, and one is a newbie who just like sent in a manuscript to the agent, and they just threw her in there because they thought that she was pretty cool.
I would love it if that was a cookbook.
No, it was a mystery.
What were you going to say, Kitty?
So that one was actually a mystery, which is the genre that they're trying to complete.
Okay, so now at least I know enough so that you can ask the food question. Because now I kind of got a feel for what.
And they're on this castle in Scotland on a remote island. They all have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and they have to give up all of their electronic devices, and they're each given a typewriter and different colored paper to write upon. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's the setup.
Anything, Megan?
So what food would it be? That was the question.
I have no idea. I'm trying to remember some of the food they talk about in the book, but I don't really know.
I remember spaghetti, and
Yes.
I remember chili. I remember lots of drinking.
Yes, there was. So maybe it wouldn't be a food. It would be scotch.
Yeah, because it's in Scotland.
Well, but that. never
Is there any
mind. Anyway,
comic relief?
Not really.
No, it's pretty.
Are there any, not to spoil, but are there dramatic reveals?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a twisty mystery.
With murder.
So,
Murders, plural.
would this be
yeah.
a Peter Sellers mystery movie?
No.
Would this be a Tom Selleck mystery movie? Would this
No, because all of those have a detective who solves it.
Oh, yeah.
There's
that's
not a detective.
That's not what this is.
It's all these writers trapped on an island together. Anyway.
be? So the reader is the detective.
Okay, so we were talking about that. Like Megan said to me, "Did you figure it out?" And I said, "Honestly, I didn't even try. I just like let it kind of all just flow over me." And I was thinking about different things. Like it has several different narrators because there's this cast of all these different writers, and so I was just like listening and absorbing and thinking about each of the characters. And then like as the events unfolded and things happened, I was like, wait, what? No. Ah!
Yeah.
Like I wasn't trying to figure it out. I was just
I never
thinking
do
about the
that. I don't
characters.
like knowing. Like I don't want to know. I want to be surprised. I want it to sneak up on me like that.
You like the surprise.
Yeah. I don't want to try to guess. I just
That's
want to let it
interesting.
I just want to let it unfold.
Okay, so to me, that's how I took in this one. But the one we did last month, The Strange Buildings, I totally was trying to figure it out. I totally was trying to make the connections and put it together. But that's because it was written so differently.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think this one, I didn't try to figure it out, whereas last month's pick, Strange Buildings, I was trying to figure it out. And I don't know why exactly that is.
Just from what you told me about that one, it was sort of like presented as like case files or like...
Right, it was.
So like you're kind of put in that detective mode, I think, if you're looking at all of it like that. So maybe that's true. What it was.
As the reader, you were set up to be the detective. And this one, it was more like, as the reader, you're set up to be... I don't know, what would you say? Watching...
Yeah, you're kind of just observing it all. Because you're kind of getting everyone's viewpoint at some point or another. Like, they're a little bit about their history and why they are maybe the way they are.
And even, like, why they were motivated to be a writer in the first place.
So, but no one was the dog. So it wasn't from the dog's point of view.
No, it was never from the dog's perspective. Because the dog wasn't present on the island. The dog had been left behind.
Which transitions to the... So you guys only saw the movie, and I didn't read the book that the movie is based on. I read the sequel out of order, which really... Sometimes you can get by with reading a sequel without reading the first book. In the case of 3 Bags Full and Big Bad Wool by Leonie Swan, you really kind of need to read the first book. And I didn't.
Okay. I didn't realize you had done that.
That makes sense.
The great thing that you don't really get so much in the movie is because the movie is very much from the standpoint of you're an outside kind of omniscient, like the sheep are talking in the movie. But in the book, it is really told very much from the standpoint of the sheep.
Oh, okay. So you get inside their little sheepy brains.
And it's...
So you don't have those scenes? Like in the movie, there was a scene where they were all in the house and like talking about the will. Like things like that wouldn't happen in the book because it's not from the viewpoint of the sheep.
Well, see, but they did okay in the movie because you only get the bits that the sheep witness through the window.
Right.
Okay.
And so, like, the sheep are the detectives. And that, so for those of you who may not know,
The Sheep Detectives.
The Sheep Detectives is the name of the movie that's based on the book Three Bags Full by Leonie Swan, originally written in German and translated into English. So it's a book written in German, set in England, and now translated into English. So,
and then made from the page to the screen adaptation. Speaking of which, we are starting a new book club. So in June, we are inviting you. Kai is going to be starting a new book club called Page to Screen, and they will be focusing on books that have been made into some sort of screen adaptation. Come and join. Who can tell me what day the first time they're meeting?
I think it's the 11th.
At that meeting, the discussion will probably be about which book focus on, but there are
so many adaptations.
A plethora of books being made into film or like either on TV or on movies or on streaming. So come and join that group if you are interested in that. And I think that probably their discussions will be like what you're saying, like differences between
the film and
how
the
it's
movie,
presented on the page and how it's presented on the screen, and maybe why directors make those choices or why writers make those choices. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It does.
So that was Megan's book.
But you were going to say you also read a YA mystery.
Yes.
What was that one called?
So my YA book was called Heirs, and it is by Farida Abike Ayimede. It's a mystery, like whodunit. They compare it to Knives Out a little bit because it's like this family and they're trying to figure out, who committed the crime. It's somebody in the family or close to them, and it happened during this time frame and there were only so many people like in proximity, so they're trying to narrow down who it could have been. And then they also compare it to the Umbrella Academy, because this family is unique in that it's this wealthy man who adopts all these orphans. And his goal, he's trying
That
to...
sounds a little creepy.
It is creepy. But unlike the Umbrella Academy, it doesn't have like the superpower kind of thing. It's more he's trying to prove like the whole with prodigies, is it nature or nurture? And so he's trying to make them into these amazing prodigy. So it's like they're all teens.
So how does he do that? With education or with presenting them with challenges? Or
yeah, like he's just incredibly hard on them and like forces them to like just go through like all this
like
training
trial by fire.
Yeah. So like one of them is this amazing like mathematician, or another one's like an amazing athlete, and another one's like, so they all have this specific talent he sort of like forced them into. And so they talk a lot about...
Okay, but wait, did he like look at them and sort of like say, oh, you're really good at this? Or like he just randomly chose, you're going to be the athlete.
You're gonna be math.
What he had them do
like,
is...
That doesn't work that way.
No, well, what he had to do is he had them since they were babies. So they're, like a year old, right? And he like sets out different things and they just like picked the item.
Makes it even creepier.
So like, the artist, she picked up a paintbrush, and so he's like, okay, you're an artist. And it's like,
okay,
they're a 1-year-old.
Wait a minute, what if she
had
picked up a toothbrush? Oh, yeah. You're going to be a dentist.
Like,
you're going to have
dentist in the
appropriate
world.
hygiene.
I mean, that's crazy.
It is crazy. But anyway, yeah, he's a crazy crazy old billionaire.
How does it go for him?
Well, he's the one who ends up dead, so not great.
One of them kills him because they've had enough? Don't
maybe
tell me. I really don't want you to
picks
tell
up
me.
a knife
But
and
that's
says
what
he's
I'm guessing. Like, I would be like, okay, you've been trying to force me to be a dentist since I was 1. Leave me alone.
There's not a dentist. But anyway.
I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If he had picked up a toothbrush.
It was the mathematician.
Toothbrush, paintbrush. I mean, whatever.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's the premise of it.
Awful. Like, it makes me think of
Little
Orphan Annie.
Like, they're a super messed up family. All the kids have issues, for sure.
Have you watched the Annie movie lately as an adult? Have you watched the Annie movie? The one with Carol Burnett?
I have not.
It is so messed up. Like, if you are at home and super bored and have nothing else to do, check out how messed up Daddy Warbucks and Little Orphan Annie and Carol Burnett and that movie is so messed up. Like,
isn't that most movies from our childhood?
This is like not appropriate for children.
I watched it as a kid. I turned out fine.
Okay, but
mostly.
as a child, I feel like these things just went over your head. But if you watch that as an adult, you're like, this is so messed up.
Oh, for sure. I had lots of those.
I'm getting Little Orphan Annie vibes from how you're describing this.
So, The Labyrinth.
No, it's the Umbrella Academy. Just
The Labyrinth was perfectly fine. David Bodie, The Labyrinth.
That was...
Okay, I don't think I ever watched that movie as a child.
Dark Crystal.
Yes, I did watch that one. It was disturbing.
Never-ending Story. Like, Arpax and Atreyu in the...
No, too soon. Don't mention it.
Old Yeller.
Old Yeller.
Bridge to Terabithia.
Yeah.
The traumatizing things of our childhood, which I was talking with my sisters about. What movie was it that my mom was like, the girls, because my nieces went to stay with my parents, and mom was like, you haven't watched those yet? And Alyssa's like, well, I was waiting a little bit longer to traumatize them with that one. I don't remember what movie it was now. It might have been Land Before Time.
Even
The
Lion King.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it's
Bambi.
so sad.
Yeah. Lots of parents die in animated
movies.
Oh, that's so sad. I saw it once and I'm like, never again.
How can we crush their spirits?
Was that really the goal? Like, why?
I don't know, man.
Okay, so would you recommend
we want a docile populace.
Would you recommend The Heirs, or is it too traumatizing?
Oh, no. I liked the Umbrella Academy.
Okay.
So, yes, it's messed up, but... So, yeah, I would recommend it.
Would you recommend it to youth, or would you recommend it to adults, or both?
I would say older teens, because there's like a lot of issues these kids have, and they deal with it in various unhealthy ways.
But
just say that.
I think it's completely understandable that they should have issues if this is like their upbringing. That's so messed up. Why?
All right, Jeff, you're doing nothing but trigonometry from now on.
You know, I might be happy if someone said I could just do math all day long.
That sounds like my worst nightmare, but okay.
There's just no response.
The silence from both of you. Math is fun.
No.
Yes.
Disagree.
Oh my goodness! Like I like from the time I was tiny, I was looking at digital clocks and making them into math problems. Being
Wow,
like,
what
"Ooh,
a
that's
nerd."
a fun fact family of numbers on this digital clock right now." Okay, but
So moving on.
Debbie out nerds us, I think.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I'm sorry.
So-
I love you,
but
you should be glad because like who
you
does
do
all?
the counting.
it's true.
yeah,
we need
well.
you math nerd.
Thank you.
So if it were a food item,
We skipped that on the ending rights itself.
Yeah, I couldn't
no, she
decide.
said scotch.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
right.
right.
We
There was
said
a
it
lot
was
of
alcohol.
That was
authors-
such a long time ago.
It was alcohol. No,
a lot of authors drinking.
I discounted that because scotch is not a food.
It's a soup.
It's a soup. It is.
I've heard that before
Yeah.
somewhere.
I know.
I've
Somebody
heard it both
really
ways.
clever say
I've
that.
heard it both ways.
It's a hearty,
Okay, Gus.
hearty
So
soup.
what is the heirs?
I don't know. What's a rich people food?
Caviar.
Sure, caviar, something fancy. Because this guy's like
Do
a
you like caviar?
billionaire. No, I don't know that I've ever had it.
You had it. You've had it with us.
Yes.
What? I did?
Yeah.
Yes.
We've even had the
So
proper
memorable.
caviar. It tastes like fish
It's not
and
really
tapioca
good.
had a
Which,
weird baby.
no wonder I don't like tapioca. So I probably
You don't like tapioca?
No,
Yeah, she
it's
doesn't
the
like-
texture. It's,
It's
gross.
so fun to roll the little
awful.
beads around in your mouth.
No. That's terrible.
No. You don't like boba tea either.
So
No.
you don't like, but you like the
Like-
book?
Millions of people.
Yes.
Millions of people world round love boba tea, Megan.
Yeah, well, I'm not one of those.
Beads in your mouth.
I don't like it.
A rich people
I'm really
food that
sorry,
you like.
Ron. Rich people food. I'm not a rich people. I don't know.
Velveeta.
Velveeta
Souffle.
I don't know. It'd be something fancy that you would have
Duck à l'orange.
at like this amazing rich person fancy event. Because there's a big there's like a ball and like a big event where the murder happens.
A ball. We need that $3,000 dress that we saw at the mall in
Oh
Kansas
my
City.
gosh.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
Yes, those were beautiful gowns, but I'm also again not
We could
a rich
buy a
people.
car.
Yeah, that dress or a car.
I want the dress. I already have a car.
I don't even know if that dress would fit in your car.
It's true.
It was a huge
Okay,
dress.
I have a convertible, so it could floof out.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
I want the blue. I want the light blue one that looked like it was Cinderella's dress. But the one with red roses that could be a Southern Belle was also pretty.
So for any of you who have managed to power through this with us, I don't know whether to say I'm sorry or, welcome to your place at the table. You might be odd in a way similar to the way we are odd.
And if that is true, come and meet us at 606 Commercial in Emporia, Kansas, or online at middlegroundbooks.com.
And for those of you who have bought audiobooks or physical books or digital books, again,
Or
those
audiobooks?
if we talk about them, they are in the comments. There's a link in the comments to any of the books we talk about in the episodes. Thank you again, Cosmic Ron at Cosmic Adam Studios, who does all of our remote production work for this episode and all episodes previous. And he allows.
And hopefully he'll continue in the future.
So after this episode,
He's not going to listen to me like, I am done with you all.
forget it. This is too much.
I'm done.
For everybody who's already liked, subscribed, done all the things, thanks so much. It helps us a lot. And if you throw a comment in, say, hey, I'd love to hear you guys talk about kind of the nostalgia reads, like The Trouble with Miss Witch, or, what was
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Which mountain?
I don't know.
The Tanglewood Tales. Or if you want to talk about, a monograph on tree mold.
Wow.
We don't talk about nonfiction nearly as much as fiction. So, yeah, if there's a nonfiction title, whether it's a biography or history or a science, let us know in the comments, and we will do our best to read and review.
Because this is really supposed to be about rapport and getting to know you guys out there, especially if you're not close in Emporia here. And it's meant to be not, an advertisement all about us and all about that stuff, but as kind of inviting you to a seat at the table. So, Debbie, did you want to have a book to talk about?
I mean, I also read The Ending Writes Itself and kind of joined Megan in her discussion about that. But in addition, this week I finished reading The Dispossessed by Ursula K. Le Guin. It was my first venture into reading something by Ursula K. Le Guin. And, she's part of kind of I don't know what, I don't want to say pantheon, but what do I want to say?
She's a very important writer in sci-fi.
Well, not only sci-fi, but also fantasy.
Yeah.
But The Dispossessed is a sci-fi novel, and what's really kind of fun to me about it is that it was published in 1974, the year that I was born. And so it was very interesting as a science fiction work, but it was also quite philosophical, and it addressed a lot of things that I was like, these topics are not things that I read in science fiction that's coming out now. And some of it I was like, why is she dwelling on this and talking about this to such an extent? But then when I think about, okay, but remember, this was originally published in 1974. And so I feel like even though she was writing a story that was not based here on Earth, it was some other fictitious planet and somewhere far in the future.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Right? She was an American writer in the 70s, and that influenced how she chose to write her story. And so it was really very interesting. I do highly recommend it. It was very thought-provoking. I had some good discussions about it with different people as I was going through it, and I would really like it if at some point you guys would also read it, and so we could talk about it more in depth. But
yeah, I do need to read some of her
do
stuff.
highly recommend it. And I also kind of want to check out some of her fantasy as well now that I've read that work in science fiction. And yeah, I feel like some books that are considered classics, like that one, I really enjoyed, and it was thought-provoking. Very different from Dante's Inferno. I still don't understand why that's classic.
Yeah. You seem to be getting a lot more out of it than I did, but
I don't know. But as far as a food item, I would say it's like a sparse salad, because part of what happens in the book is that there's a civilization who are living on a moon, and it's a really difficult existence, and they have very there's a famine that they a drought and a famine that they go through as part of the narrative. And so the majority of them survive, but it's kind of like a starvation diet. So
yikes.
It's like a salad with not even all the good bits, like the cheese and the meat and the avocados.
It's just one piece of lettuce.
It's just lettuce with nothing else. Anyway, but I do recommend it. It will be thought-provoking.
Well, we are actually coming to the end of our podcast for this time. And I'm not going to try to talk about anything. I may just read a little bit, because I have been plugging away on the Egyptian Book of the Dead, and I have...
it's a new release.
It's a hot topic. It's trending right now.
And a lot of people don't really know that much about the Egyptian Book of the Dead is actually kind of a collection of funerary inscriptions and papyri And so the one I've got is like a really old copy. It's by E.A. Wallace Budge, early Egyptologist, and now Egyptologists would consider him kind of a quack, and he got a lot of things wrong. But these are the plates from the British Museum, and I think this is public domain now, so you could find this anywhere, or lots of places online as a public domain work. But do you guys know what the Egyptian Book of the Dead is?
I know a little bit, but I would assume a lot of people don't.
All I know about it is from what I watched in the Mummy movie, and so probably not at all accurate.
So, this is from Plate 4. The beginning of the chapters of the coming forth by day, and of praises and glorifications of coming forth from and going into the underworld, glorious in Amentet, beautiful. So, sorry, I'm going to have to take my glasses off. To be said on the day of burial, going in after coming forth, saith Osiris, Ani, Osiris, the scribe, Ani, homage to thee, bull of Amentet. Behold, Thoth, the king of eternity, is with me. So the notion is that the god Ra, in basically coming forth. So it's the movement of the sun across the sky. And so as the sun is reborn, the thought is that the spirit of the dead is to go with Ra and crosses the sky with Ra in the sunboat until it crosses into the netherworld. And
so do you make that trip every day as the sun goes, or you make it once? I mean, like Ra makes it every day, but like if I die, do I keep going on the boat every day, or I just go across once?
I'm pretty sure you go across once, and it's not really, it's not a public show. Like, it's, the afterworld, was not for everyone. The afterlife was, first of all, it was only for the pharaoh. It was really only for the king, and then it was kind of broadened to include nobility, and then as time went on, rich people got involved. And
they bought their way in.
Well, yeah.
So you needed status to enter the afterlife as an Egyptian?
Yeah, and these plates, they're called the Papyrus Ani, because the scribe's name mentioned here is Ani. And he was a scribe, and he was wealthy enough, so he got to have his own copy of the and what did I say? The chapters of the going forth by day. And so I should do some research and find a backwards hat research and find out why we call it the Egyptian
Well,
Book
you
of the
can
Dead.
come into the store at 606 Commercial and pick up one of those hats so you too can do your backwards hat research.
But I'll read a little bit more. Perfected in the house of Osiris, may ye make to enter the soul perfect of Osiris, the scribe Ani, victorious with you into the house of Osiris. May he hear ye, may he see as ye see, may he stand as ye stand, may he sit as ye sit. O givers of cakes and beer to the souls perfected in the house of Osiris, give ye cakes and beer at the double season to the soul of Osiris, Ani, victorious before the gods of all Abydos. Victorious with you, O openers of the way and openers of the road to souls perfected in the house of Osiris. Open therefore ye to him the way. Open therefore ye the roads to the soul of Osiris the scribe, accountant of divine offerings of gods all. Ani, triumphant with you. May he go with confidence. May he come forth in peace from the house of Osiris. Not may he be repulsed. Not may he be turned back. May he go in. Pleaseth, may he come forth. Desireth, may he be victorious. May be done his commands in the house of Osiris. May he walk, may he speak with you. May he be glorified with you. Not hath been found his defect there. The scales have been emptied of his trial. And so it really pictures, most people know at least a little bit about the scales of justice and the feather of divine truth, Ma'at. The devourer of souls, and the kind of Amit, the devourer of. Do you not know this?
I know some of it, but like all of the things you're reading, I'm like, I'm not picking up what most of that was. But
what I understood is that for Egyptians, the afterlife involves beer and cake.
I mean, I did pick up on that. Yes, beer and cake. Got it.
For many global cultures, especially in history, libation and food offerings for the dead were kind of a part of everything. Mm-hmm. So
So if this is a food item, it's beer and cake.
Beer and cake for sure.
Very old beer and cake. Probably a little stale. And for the Egyptians, like beer and cake, like beer was their staple.
It was soup.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for joining us this evening, and until next time.
We'll meet you in the middle.
Hello, book lovers. This is Debra from Middle Ground Books. You've been listening to Middle Ground Books After Hours, recorded here in Emporia, Kansas with Lance, Megan, and me. Come to Middle Ground Books to meet your friends, find your next great read, or help a child discover the wonder of imagination. Middle Ground Books After Hours is produced and remotely engineered by Cosmic Atom Sound Studios, producing the vision and making it sound. Cosmic Atom Sound Studios. Let's come together and build something new. We're so glad you spent this time with us after hours. Goodbye until next time when we meet you in the middle.
And sometimes it really surprises me. Like, okay, this is weird, but if I recommend a book to a man like 60 or up, he is completely going to buy it.
It's because you're cute.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
No, I really don't know what it is, but I have observed this phenomenon more than once.
Same thing with me and Polish grandmothers who speak no English.
Okay,
Whatever.
that was one incident in like 2003, and you're still talking about it. Maybe it was 2004.
Because it was so awkward and uncomfortable.
It's literally 22 years ago, and you still bring it up. Like, why did it?
It was a formative experience for him. Okay.
Like, who hurt you?
She was like, "Oh," and she like grabs him and kisses him on both cheeks, you know, and he's like looking at me like, "Ah."
I don't know if she thought I was somebody else or
That could be.
like
That very well could be.
You know, and my Polish is like non-existent.
Maybe
like,
he looks like her grandson.
I'm vaguely Eastern European, you know,
I think
Central
you are.
European.
So I think we really ought to do the genetic testing thing. Find out who we are, where we came from, all that.
I already did that.
I know you did, but I've
You
not.
guys. Yeah.
I have no
It
idea.
was very interesting.
Do you still get updates from it? Have they given you any
haven't-
updates lately?
They do, but I haven't looked at it.
Okay. I don't know what I am. I'm thinking gypsy because
So-
I love to. I'm very much nomadic.
So far we've really kind of kept this tight
Yeah, we're doing great.
on topic.
That's our jam.